So I've had a lot of questions about how to put embroidery on a collar. Because I sell a lot of collar embroidery designs, I kind of thought maybe I should do a tutorial. This one you can see is a curved design. So if you have a multi-needle machine, it's a little easier. I'll probably do a separate tutorial for single needle machines, but I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown on how this works. So this is a curve. I'm going to take it over to the machine and just show you guys what I do next. The design is just transferred over to the machine, and then what I do is I measure about 6 inches between the shoulder seam and the center of the shirt, which usually ends up being around 6 inches. And so I put my center point at a 3, and you can see a little marking pin right there. And if you have a machine that allows you to move forward in your stitch position without actually stitching out, that's the easiest way to do that. And that way you kind of get an estimate of, or not an estimate, you actually see where the needle is going to be. And I actually just like to move my shirt instead of move my design around. So I start here, and I will just actually go forward or back, and depending on where the top and the bottom of the design hit close to the collar, that's how I determine if I need to move the shirt around a little bit. So for example, I always start at like 10 stitches, and you can see that kind of starts at the center of this little apple here. So I like to go all the way up to the top of the design. I'm going to start over here at the M, just kind of keep moving forward. You can see here that's really close to the top. This is even closer. And just kind of maneuver around until I get really close to like the very top of the letter. And then I see where that's gonna fall. And if it falls close to where I want it, then I know that that's a good starting point. And I just keep kind of going forward and moving forward with my stitch position here. You can use 100 or 10 or 500 if you want. It just depends on how comfortable you are with your machine. And I just kind of go around and see where it's going to fall. I just keep moving forward here. And then what I like to do is go to the end of the design. And if you have like a really long letter or one that falls at a different place than another one, then I like to see where that's going to fall. So I want to see where the top of this L is going to fall. And I'm just going to keep going around until I get to the top of that L. So if you can see here, this means I'm at the top of the L and on the shirt. It's hard to see on the screen, but the red dot is falling somewhere around here, which is really, really close to that seam. So I'm just gonna pull my shirt up a little bit without actually moving the design. And then I know that it's falling where I want it on this side, and it's falling where I want it on this side. So I hope that helps.